it's your girl Jackie here, and I am back with another video. So, in today's video is going to be a little different than the norm. I decided to do my foundation first and my eyes last. Now, for those that have been following me for a minute, you guys know that I always do my eyes first. Honestly, I don't think I've ever done foundation first on myself or my clients, but first time for everything, right? So I stepped outside of the box, and I must admit I was a little uncomfortable doing this, but as you can see, I'm very pleased with the results. And if you're interested in knowing how I created the look and how I did doing my makeup backwards, keep on watching. So I'm going to apply my moisturizer because my face is feeling really dry, so we're going to moisturize like really good. Now that I have moisturized my face, I'm going to go ahead and apply my primer. So I'm going to be doing the usual, the Maybelline Baby Skin, and then I'm going to go in with the Hard Candy Mattifying Primer. See this bump right here, guys? Like, it's crazy. So I'm actually going to use, instead of the mattifying primer, I'm going to use the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Blur Primer. This is more of like a creamy consistency. The other one is more like a silicone somewhat. So we'll see how this works out. Feels good though. It's really smooth and hydrating. So I'm not going to do calamine lotion today because I want to see really how this primer works, the Hard Candy Primer. So I'm just going to go right into my foundation routine. And today I'm going to be using the Black Opal Cream Stick in the shade Truly Topaz. And this is the foundation that makes me look a little orange on camera. But when I take my pictures, it looks perfect. So please don't come for me in the comments about I look orange or it's not my shade, because it is my shade. So I'm going to spray my brush once again with the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist. And then I'm just going to do the usual. This is like so out of the norm for me. It feels really weird because I never ever ever do foundation first. So this is kind of like very uncomfortable for me. But I'm trying to step out the box on a lot of things. And this is one of them. So I'm not going to put foundation on my eyes, you know, because I am going to put an eyeshadow base when I do apply my eyeshadow. So we're just going to leave the eyes bare and continue on to blend out the foundation as usual. Okay, moving on to the concealer. I'm going to first go in with my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer in the shade Cool Sand. This is very much like my skin tone, so I'm just going to apply a little bit just to kind of cancel out any of this darkness around my eyes. I did not color correct today. I think I'm going to put a little bit around my mouth. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with my Born This Way concealer in the shade Sand, and we're just going to apply this into this area just to brighten up under the eyes. And I'm going to use this also to highlight my chin and my forehead. Do a little bit on my nose. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. And I'm really just going to focus in this area just to kind of give it a lift. And then I'm going to set it with my Black Radiance setting powder. I'm really liking the way this is coming out. Like, the skin look is just so pretty to me. Where your foundation just looks like it melts into your skin. It just looks like butter. It's so pretty. Alright, so that looks great. Surprisingly, I'm really liking it. It just looks kind of odd because I haven't done my eyes yet. I'm so used to doing my eyes. The real task is going to be trying to keep the fallout from under my eyes when I do apply my shadow. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on to my contour. So the contour, I'm using the Vera Cosmetics Antique Brown. And I'm just going to stamp where I want it to be. And I'm just going to contour my nose with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deepest. I'm going to bring it into my eyebrow. I'm just going to lightly dust this down. I don't want to do it too heavy, and then it'll be too harsh. Now I'm going to set the remainder of my face with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. So I'm not going to put on my blush just yet because I really want to put on my blush after I do my eyes, just to kind of make the entire look make sense. So yes, we're going to now move on to the eyes. So this actually worked out pretty well for me. I like the process. It makes you feel like you're more done than what you are when you're working the other way. But the test is going to be when I do my eyes to see how this fallout does. So to make sure I don't have any mess, I'm going to take some of my setting powder and just put it under my eyes. You know I don't like to bake, guys, but this is going to help catch any fallout from the eyeshadow. So we're going to start off with p.louise, of course, and I'm just going to apply a little bit. Okay, so for my look today, I want to go with like a very cranberry glitter eye look. I'm not sure if I want to do a cut crease or not, but we're just going to get started with the transition. So I'm going to be using my Morphe 35V palette, and I'm going to go into this pretty shade right here. Of course, I do no longer have the insert, so I do not remember what the shade is called. So, but it's like a pretty, it's like a cranberry color to me. So to place the color, I'm going to be using my Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to let you guys know right off the top, this palette actually has a lot of fallout. So I'm hoping that I don't mess up this look. So I'm just going to knock off my brush, and we're going to start placing this color at every crease. It's pretty. Already, see that? So now I'm just going to build up this color, make it a little bit deeper. You guys do not understand how nervous I am right now. This is so out of the norm for me. Like, I'm nervous because I don't want to ruin this look, and I really think it'll be pretty. But this fallout right here, I just don't know what to do. I I attempted to do my cut crease. It didn't turn out bad. I'm like really stressing myself out this entire look. So I'm just gonna put a generous amount of concealer on my brush. I'm using the Born This Way concealer to cut my crease. It is just working better for me. Okay, so now that I kind of got like the shape that I want, now I'm just gonna go in and make it as precise as possible. I'm just gonna tap off any of that excess concealer. I'm gonna go back in with that brush that I used for that cranberry shade. Dip it into the cranberry, knock it off just to make sure I don't have any extra fallout, and we're just gonna tap it right in here. So I'm going to pick back up that Morphe 167 brush. It still has a little bit of that black on it. I'm just going to dab some in the corner. For my lid, I'm going to be using the it's like champagne shade right here. I'm going to use that on my lid, and then we're going to apply glitter on top of that. Okay, so I changed the color. This is the color that we're using. This one right here. Going back into that cranberry. Alright, so for glitter, I think I'm going to go with, because gold wouldn't look right with this, I think I'm going to go with this really pretty iridescent. And this is by, I believe it's by Hard Candy, and it's called City Chic. And it's really pretty. I think it'll go really nice with the cranberry. So to apply my glitter, I'm going to use my Duo Lash Glue. I'm just going to go ahead and paint this all over the lid. So before I do this side, I'm just going to apply a bunch of setting powder on my face. Okay, so I'm just going to take a clean brush and we are going to wipe this off. Okay, it worked. Not bad. Now it's this side that's going to give me a problem. Maybe not. Okay guys, it worked. This came out so pretty. I'm scared, y'all. Like, I was scared. So for blush, I want to go a little rosy, so I think I'm going to use the Vera Moore's blush in the shade Sangria. So Sangria looks like this. So I'm just going to apply my eyeliner, and I'm using the Absolute New York Gel eyeliner pencil. mascara. I don't think I'm going to do liquid liner. I don't want to do liquid liner because I don't want the look to look like really harsh. And then 2, because if I apply the liner on top of the glitter, it's not going to look like smooth. So I'm going to apply my lashes off camera and I will be right back. I went ahead and applied my lashes as well as my mascara. And now I need to spray my face down and we're going to do some highlight. So for highlight, I think I'm going to do like a rose gold. Now I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face down with my Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist. And then I'm going to highlight with my Black Radiance Fake Bronzer. And this is in the shade Rose Gold. Being that my eyes have so much going on, we're going to go with a nude. A very pretty nude. I'm going to line my lips with Cold Brew by NYX. For my lip color, I'm going to be using the Victoria's Secret Matte Innocence. I'm going to go in with Morphe's Boho. And just because I'm going to go in with Vera Moore's lip gloss in the shade Pink Champagne. And to disguise this bump, I'm going to make it a beauty mark. And my beauty mark is peeking out right here. Okay guys, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do my hair and I'll be back. So that concludes this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.